Hey there, geeks. Andrew here from the Geekiverse. It's Tuesday. It's 8 o'clock. It's my day to stream. So I'm bringing you guys the sweetness that is Final Fantasy XIV. This is the Stormblood expansion. So that being said, let's go ahead and pop right in. Now hopefully it's not super backed up. But as you can see, here's my character. Good old Miggles Dresden. He's the man with the master plan. Generally, I like to play as a healer, so I'm playing as a scholar for this time through. So that's mostly what I'll be showing you guys. But I might also do a little bit of tanking later on too. So let's just go ahead and jump in, and hopefully that we're not too backed up. So that's nice. So, just right away, want to just mention really quick, if you like what you watch today, make sure you give us a follow, our YouTube channel, subscribe to us. We are doing a giveaway once we get to 400 subscribers, and it's going to be a bag full of merch that we got at E3 this year. So it's pretty nice. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and you get entered in to win that. So that'd be pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Looks like we are getting started. Hi Josiah, nice to see you in the chat room. Not in real life though. Not nice to see you in real life. This way I can ignore you quite easily. Just kidding, love you. Alright, so this is the house of my free company, which is basically like a guild in Final Fantasy XIV. So we're just people who like to play together. I'll go ahead and say hi to them real quick. I'll have them say hi to you. Let's say hi to... Say hi to the Geekiverse. You're being streamed right now. Ooh. Because it's exciting. So, anyway, yeah. This is a pretty nice getup we got going on here. The outside, I really like this area. It all looks nice. And let's go inside. We will be greeted by some music that's hopefully not too loud. I'm going to show you guys what the inside of there looks like. Oh, okay, so it's going to play the super creepy Nightmare Disney music. Still in the chat. There we go. So we got all of our people here. Actually, I think I need to repair my gear. Yeah, those are our vendors. We got some crafting stuff. And this cool local saucer hologram thingy. Hey, Saint. What's up, man? I'm glad you saved the link I sent earlier. Let's check out my bedroom. This is where I like to take all the streamers. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet digs I got. Nothing crafted, but I kind of like the way it looks. I got lots of books stacked up in the corner. Got some sweet posters and stuff. And some breakfast. I'm eating some breakfast. There we go. I'm glad it was sublime. That being said, let's actually... Yeah, I've never actually gone to other people's chambers before, so let's see where we can go. Can you just click on anybody? No, okay. Cat King, no, I don't have access. Claire Olorose. Let's check out this person's room. That's disappointing, it's empty. Cool walls though. Alright, let's go to somebody who must have cool stuff, because he's a big time crafter if he's online. Okay, good, I can still go to... This guy's our, like, guild crafter. He's got, like, max level everything. So let's see. I will be disappointed if he doesn't have some awesome setup. I am not disappointed. Those walls are awesome. This looks good thing from the summer celebration last year. Has he got a hot tub? Oh, that's classy. That's classy as hell right there. Look at this. Got a little fox guy up there too. Carbuncle bed. Actually, everything looks pretty carbuncle. This is a cool bedroom. Alright, that's enough bedrooms. Let's leave private chambers. Go back out to the front yard. Show you some stuff we can do. Here's Cat King. I'm gonna wave to Cat King. The meal's before me. See, they know how it is. And I'm gonna do the ultimate emote, which is the Manderville. And now I've got some pyrotechnics, some Manderville pyrotechnics. Alright, let's say goodbye. I'll cheer for him a little bit. There, he's singing. Oh, how nice. And let's go back outside. It was nice to see that. Love doing the Manderville dance. So, let's see, what can I show? Oh, you know what? I gotta show off my, my pet. So, Summoner's a healer, but the unique thing to this healing class is that we have this little gal right here, which I kind of zoomed in. This is Eos. That's the healing fairy. So your character forms this pact with this fairy. You can either have her. There's another one. Eos, the one I have out right now, is mostly all about specifically healing, some damage mitigation. Then you can also summon this version here, and I hardly ever summon her. I think her name's Celine. But she does a lot of buffs and status afflictions and stuff like that. She's good for curing those. One of the strategies you'll see sometimes is if there's two scholars in a raid, one will have out Eos, one will have out Celine, just to make sure it's nice and well balanced. I'll wait for my swift cast. Let's get her back out. Yeah. So what should we do? Let's go someplace. Oh, I need to go to the Gold Saucer because I haven't done my stuff there today. Now, when Final Fantasy XIV first came out, I was super excited. I bought the collector's edition. It was like 120 bucks. Came with all this extra stuff. I installed it. I could not wait. I even had a good computer for it, and it was horrible. It was very bad. It was, there were very few explanations for what to do. You just kind of felt lost the whole time. And there was this, everything just felt so exclusive. Like, getting your chocobo felt super exclusive. You had to work your ass off for everything. So it started to fail pretty spectacularly. What ended up happening was they kind of took the game back and almost redeveloped it as a brand new game. So what they came back with was way more fun. It actually had a lot of fan service things like Materia, the Gold Saucer, which is where I'm right now, and they really retooled it and made it pretty awesome. So anyway, yeah, this is the Gold Saucer. Music sounds familiar, or at least it should. You come here to just kind of mess around in between, doing your serious raids and battles and leveling and stuff like that. Just want to have some fun. They have things that go on every single day. There's stuff that resets. There's timers on certain activities. So the first one here is the mini cactpot, which is almost like a scratch off. So I'm going to purchase a ticket. And here it is. So you get this 3x3 grid. You get one letter or one number revealed, and you select 3 more to be revealed. And then you pick whatever row you'd like, and if it matches up, well, no matter what, it'll match up with one of these numbers. But you can see, like, if you can manage to get 6, that's worth 10,000 gold saucer points. 21 is worth 1,000, and then you get the really crappy ones, like if you get a 7, it's 36. So that's not great. Let's see what I can get. Alright, so right off the bat I've got 327, so 12, be 108, which kind of sucks. Not quite sure where to go. 8. I definitely don't want to go for that one because it's only 100 and, was it 108? Yeah. This ticket only cost 100, so I'm going to go with this one and shoot for something high. 144. Not bad, but not great. So you can do this 3 times a day, so normally just bang them out right away. So the first one costs 100 points, second one costs 200, third one costs 300. Just got a 9. Not that great. 13, 72. I don't want that. What I like to do when it's like this, and I'm not really sure which way to go, I'll try to go for something where I can get the 6. So if there's a 3 here, if I can get the 2 and the 1 in the same row, I'm looking good. So I gotta guess if it's either this one or this one. Let's go with the cross. Nope, didn't work. Actually, it wasn't even set up at all, so no matter what, it was going to be a loss. Lame. And last one. Just go right across. Just got an 8, a 1, and a 3. And I'm not getting very good numbers today. I'm just going to go for this one. Hope it's something good. 54. That sucked. So, that was the mini Cacpot for today. I believe I am out about 400 gold saucer points, which is wonderful. Alright, so like I said, there's a lot of fan service in this game now, and one of the things that they put in was Triple Triad during one of the updates. So, let's do a quick couple Triple Triad matches. I just have the 1 deck right now, so let's play with that. One of the things I absolutely loved about this was that there was the same exact music as when you played this game in Final Fantasy VIII, because I loved playing Triple Triad. I don't really care. Let's do that. And then you can see the rules up here, all open and same. So if you match sides like this 5 and the 7, if I put a card there that has a 5 and a 7, that counts as same, so it would flip both of them, and if it started a little combo, you get some of that action too. Looks like I'm not going to get any of that right now. Do I have a 7 and a 4? No, I do not. So, I mean, this really functions almost exactly like 2, 7, there. Exactly like it does in Final Fantasy. There are some new rules. There's some really confusing ones. Like there's one where everything is reversed, so the smaller card flips the upper one. My cards have gotten a little bit better since the last time they came in here, but I don't know if I want to go against these guys. I guess I can give it a shot. So you can see right here it says match rules. So the match rules are 3 open, so you can see 3 cards face up, and then order, so the cards have to appear or be played in the order that they show up in the deck. So sure, why not? Let's give it a shot. So you just have to make do with whatever you're given. That's a nice card. So I get to go first. Play this guy. This might seem counterproductive, but I feel like if I play this card, he's going to use this to take it over. So I'll put it in a vulnerable spot. And that way I get his vulnerable spot now. Boom. It's in order. Let's give this a shot. Backfired. See, now if we were playing with the rules same, this card that I have to play now has a 6 on both sides. These cards each have a 6 that will be facing it, so it would work. Unfortunately, it will not. If I do get this good card to play, I just ends up being a draw. So that's triple triad. Also in the gold saucer, you've got your chocobo racing, which I tried it once or twice. Not super good at it yet, but it is something. Actually, I think it was on here when I logged in. Saturday the 19th, my free company is doing a chocobo race at the gold saucer. So if I did that, I know I'd get creamed, so I'm not going to participate. But yeah, so anyway, that's the gold saucer. This is like the big fan service, like, hey, go have fun aspect. There's another giant cact pot you can do besides the mini cact pot up there, which is a once-a-week drawing. I can purchase a new hairstyle if I want, but I got this sweet samurai look going on, so why would I ever change it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let's see. We'll go to Realmer's Reach. At the end of each expansion, there's been the one like endgame capital where everybody goes to, where you can get the best items and the best equipment. And for Stormblood, that area is called Realmer's Reach. It used to be in the first expansion, or not the first expansion, but just the vanilla game, which was called the Realm Reborn. It was a place called Mordana, where you could go and get all the cool side quests and all that, the good items. In Heavensward, it was called Idleshire, and now in this one, it is Realmer's Reach. And I'm very lazy, so I'm not going to walk all the way over here, so I'm going to summon my chocobo. Taking some of the scenery. This place kind of reminds me of Wutai in Final Fantasy VII, just because of the huge statue carved into the face there. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you a look at my chocobo's anus. So I wanted to come here to take a look at some new items that are up for grabs. Lots of people hanging out in here. Checking the currency. So, it's a Final Fantasy game. Pretty much all the regular stuff that you purchase is bought with Gil right here. Just the gold saucer points. So, in Final Fantasy VII, they had GP that you used to buy stuff with gold saucer. It's the same exact thing. But then, this is where the meat of the endgame stuff takes place. These tombstones. So once you get to level 70, you start collecting these when you complete raids or kill certain bosses. These tombstones you use instead of gil to exchange for equipment, specifically weapons, accessories, and armor. The tombstones are poetics right here. These are the big ones in Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy 14 Heavensward, I believe. I might need to be corrected there. Use that to buy some good items and armor. These ones here, lore and scripture, I have never dealt with those before. I don't know if those were from before that or what. I took about a 2-year break between last time I played and when I started playing now. The break was so long that I completely missed all the Heavensward stuff. I didn't even have that. But now, we try to get the Tomestones of Verity, Tombstone of Creation. Verity, you can get as many of them, whatever rate you want. And right now I've got 595. It caps out at 2,000, so at that point, you know, you look for stuff to buy. These ones here, Tombstones of Creation, these are the super valuable ones. These ones, as you can see, have a weekly cap. You can only get 450 of them per week. I currently have 900 and saving up for a couple weeks. So, let's see what I can buy with it. So I've got 900. Looks like my, the biggest difference in stats I'm going to get is from either buying some pants or a coat. I'm a healer, so I mean this one here. Coated healer. Buy some accessories too. What about Verity? So I already bought my Codex. Armor. Oh, I didn't realize I already had all that. Nice. I can't believe I don't have the right earrings. What do I have on right now? Yeah, these are definitely better. Buy them. I'm gonna go ahead and equip them. Should pop right up with recommended gear. Oh, really? Oh, I wonder if my armory chest has been getting a little full recently. Yeah, it is. So it's going to be in the regular inventory. I can find something here to... Let's get that. You are in here somewhere? Yes. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I recognize it. So now I can should be able to just equip it. There we are. Update that. What is that? 310. Except for that guy. So I'm at 309, so I'm super close to being where I need to be to start doing some high-level raidage. Speaking of which, I think it's just about time to do something. So they've got this really nice system, Duty Finder. At this point in the game, I'm at the end game. You know, I beat the main storyline, so I just need to find some stuff to keep me busy and earn some sweet tomestones. So even though the poetics here were from, you know, previous expansions, so they're not going to be super powerful, I still need to get them because I'm doing a quest to get a certain type of weapon. It's like one of the relic weapon quests. It's super, super long. Right now I'm in this really long grindy spot, so getting these is still pretty nice. Yeah, so anyways, well, actually I'm going to check. It says in here, adventure in need. Healers and tanks are usually the ones that are needed. And right now, oh, that's strange. That one actually, I think that's the first time I've ever seen DPS being adventure in need. They're all tanks. So if you're an adventure in need, which I'm not because I'm a healer right now, you get some extra bonuses and stuff like that. So let's do, yeah, 50-60 dungeons. Sure, why not? Hopefully it's a nice warm-up. And boom, that's a good thing about being a healer or a tank is you get picked up like that. Because they're usually so in need. DPS times take a while. When I first started playing this, I was a thaumaturge, which is basically like a black mage, and the wait times were absolutely brutal. At one point, I think I was waiting like 20-30 minutes, maybe even more, just to get into a dungeon. Right now we're waiting on this tank. So hurry up and click accept, otherwise we're going to get kicked out. And it looks like that's probably what's going to happen. Yep. Tank didn't join in, so... There we go. Ooh, that was much faster that time. let's see what we get. Hopefully it's not something annoying. I don't remember which one this is. Actually, I remember doing Brave Flocks and Long Stop before, but I don't think I've ever done the hard one. Which is great, because that means we'll get a bonus. But it's not great, because I do not know the mechanics. So, we got Marauder, Samurai, and a Red Mage. Oh man, this guy's looking for it. So my job as a healer is basically to keep this guy alive. And some tanks make it easy, some make it hard. Looks like he's doing a pretty decent sized pull. Oh, he's doing a huge pull. He's killing me. Maybe he's done this one before. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if he did that on purpose. Oh, Lordy. So the whole time I'm doing this, my fairy is also healing. Albeit at a slower rate than I am. So I'm pretty much alternating between a couple different healing spells. Oh, jeez, go, dude. When you get a tank to really work in, this is what they'll do. It's not really necessarily a bad thing because it makes the dungeon go much faster, but it can also be very stressful for a healer. So let's see if he does another huge pull. The Scholar not only is about healing, but it's also about damage mitigation in the form of throwing down shields every once in a while to soak up damage. And if we're doing like a small pull like this one, my fairy can pretty much handle all the healing, so I can talk with some DPS. Okay, but not get that. There we go. So after you make your way through a dungeon a certain while, you will get to your bosses. So I just throw down first thing, throw a shield down, and then I do throw down a couple damage over times. And then once that's done, I set up the healing one. Many of these boss fights are a ton of movement. We're kind of actually carrying this command pretty quickly already. I've got half health. I haven't really done very much. You really have to stand your toes and get caught in one of those dailies. Really bad. Wow. Very surprised that that was an entire boss battle. Seemed fairly easy. A little too easy. Alright, here comes another big pull. So there's this little gauge down here, and you can see these three diamonds. Oh, he's going for it. That's my aether flow gauge. And I can use that to cast some very powerful magic. The problem is I can use the magic for one of the things, so that that big dome that I tossed down not too long ago, that was called sacred soil. It's pretty helpful in a situation like this where you know your party or certain members of your party are going to be taking a lot of damage. Toss that down, you know, take 90%, which doesn't really sound like a big deal, but really can be. Looks like we're sneaking in somewhere. Really like that attack, or not attack, that's called supporter. And that is very slight healing to everybody, but it also puts up a barrier, so even though it heals only a tiny bit, it also talks up a barrier. I think the barrier is equal to the amount that it heals, so when you add it together, it's really nice to have that extra little effect. Man, that was a really easy boss. Doing good. That's interesting. A little breed on that bad boy. Oh, is he way down there? Oh shit. I got distracted by the shiny loot. That's not really much. This is oh, hello. This is level 50 dungeon. So what they do for instances like this, where this is level 50 dungeon, but looks like all of us are above level 50. Most of us are probably level 70 or around there. They'll sync your level and your separate thing called an item level. So it doesn't make it so you just literally walk right through it. Even though you do that, it's pretty substantial level on your item level is pretty big. You're not going to have some of the later ones have a lot of different mechanics that they do, but so far this one does not. Now we set one enemy. I can there we go. I think somebody picked up the key. Here we go. And this is our final boss fight. You can always tell boss fight's coming up by this line on the ground. This is extremely epic. This music. Ow. That was poor Gray Fox. So by doing that focus target thing, I can help keep track of what the enemy's casting. There's a big spell that does a little damage and heal up, or if I have time, I can try to I'll just snipe it here. Oh, he ran me over. That bastard. Come on, gob machine. Oh, it's a lot of bombs. I have no idea what to do. So I will start doing one of them. Oh, it's one of these ones. Okay. Oh, actually, it's not bad. Healing on him. Fucking sniping, apparently. And I bet there's more bombs coming. That's not good. So what I just did is I kind of went into panic mode. I roused my fury, which means I'm going to start doing more healing. I'm going to do it more often. I got switch cast, resurrect somebody. And now there's resurrection off before you get sniped. No, it didn't matter. Just now we'll get our last person back. It's all about having those cooldowns ready to pop whenever you need it. Exposed. Poor little gobbies. That's a nice little dance that person over here did. I wish my character did that. It's way cooler than just like, At the end, you get to give a commendation of something you did well. Not a great one at all. So that's that. That is a dungeon completed. Somebody got 2 chunks of coke. As long as I don't grind it into powder and snort it, I guess it's okay. Alright. So I got 170 from that run. That's pretty good. What am I here? 420, so I can go buy a couple more things I need, but now I can't remember how many I need. Seriously, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Okay, so I got the shell, the bone, so the other thing I need. I might sell it over here. Otherwise, I'll have to go to one of the other endgame capitals. Just walk into the sea of names. Let's see. I don't think she's got it. Because I gotta go tombstones of poetics. So let's do it later. Meantime, another dungeon. So every day, you get a reward. All this stuff at the top. That resets at 11 o'clock Eastern time. 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. So I just did this one, so I received the reward. If I did it again, I would still get some experience, but I'm not really in it for the experience. I'm in it for basically everything else. So where else can I go to get some? Here we go. Get some poetics. Now, the one thing that sucks about doing these main scenario duties is that they're really boring, because by the time you get here, you've done them so many times, it just kind of sucks. So you can almost sleepwalk through them, but you still got to do them so you can get your extra stuff. And it looks like I'm waiting about 6 minutes maybe. So in the meantime, let's go and look at some people. This guy looks interesting. Whoa, he's got some crazy sunglasses. Those are pretty awesome. His race is an Eorzea. They got like weird dragon scales and stuff. And dragon tails. Right. Ooh, look at that mount. It's a cool mount. This person got a cool mount too. This person's got a fat chocobo. I've got the fat chocobo too, I just don't like to use it. I like using my regular chocobo. Alright, where are we going to find somebody else to look at? What's this person? Anything good? Oh, this is a healer. Kind of like me. Except, actually I'm wearing almost exactly all of this equipment that this person's wearing, except for the weapon, because she's a white mage. Except I have all my stuff glamored. So you can see wearing the same thing up here, almost all the way down, except for she's got some higher level stuff here. And she's got a different waist. Anyway, you can tell it's very different. So if I hover my mouse here, you can see that this is actually Legionary Visor. So it's got this little icon. Needs to be glamored. So I've got some new, a new look to it. I like to make my guy look like some strange gentleman superhero, I guess. See if I can get a nice close up. He's got like the mask. He's got his nice little cravat and his frilly gloves, and then his like middle thigh high leather buckled boots and a couple little buckles in there in his pelvic region, and also the samurai hair, which is a must. So you'll see a lot of different people doing a lot of different things with their glamours. Let's see if I can find somebody with some full glamour right now. What? many people do is, there we go, something like this. So this is a level 70 paladin. So wearing paladin's a tank class, so tons of HP, tons of strength, huge armor they wear. This is obviously not huge armor. So they have this female. Actually, this is one of the cat people, right? Yeah, it's a cat type. So she's really wearing this huge, ridiculous helmet and what would be. Ooh, didn't mean to zoom in on my guy's package. See the helmet with the face thing right there. But obviously, that is not what she's wearing. So they glam her up to make her look all scantily clad, and it fulfills dreams for them, I guess. I don't know. Still, cool looking glamour. I like the red and the black going on there. Very nicely done. Probably thinks I'm some kind of pervert. Caught me staring at her for all that time. Ooh, what is this? This guy looks like some kind of crazy pirate. Oh yeah, he's wearing Eamon's hat. Look at that. That is absolutely 100% amazing, and I wish I had that hat. I wear it all the time. Oh, did he just leave? Alright, gotta be close to getting in there for my dungeon. Let's see what else. We got any cool glamours. Looking around. This is the thing my free company likes to do. They farm these, trying to get these different mounts. I guess for each primal, which is like huge, like summon type boss, like Ifrit and Shiva, they have a pony you can get. So you're not really getting very many glamours here. You can see some of the different races though. So you've already seen the, these are, this guy looks like just a regular old human. Yep, just regular old human. Whatever they call them in this game, I don't even know. It's boring, so why would I pick that? Then you've got these cute little devils. The Lalafell, which are basically the Taru Taru from Final Fantasy XI, which is kind of brought over, given a new coat of paint. And we saw the cat people, mostly because I am a cat person, so they were confused. And there was another cat person, and the dragon people. So one of those. Oh, this is really cool now. It's a dragon. I want that. The other ones. There's another dragon person right there. Can't find any. There are these big hulking brutes. Here's one. It's a rogue guardian. So they are just absolutely just built like tanks. Just absolutely ridiculous. That guy looks really cool too. Oh, he's got. This is getting pretty up there as far as the high level. So on this screen that you, or the thing that just popped up here, you can see the level in green under the red text where it says GLA, MRD, PLD. So that tells you what level you have to be to wear this armor, and it tells you what class you have to be. So that's Gladiator, Marauder, Paladin, Warrior, and Dark Knight. What's immediately above the red is the item level. So, you know, you can only get certain levels generally in RPGs. You get up to 100, and that's it. Some go over, of course, some don't. What Final Fantasy decided to do, which is pretty smart, I think, to get a little bit more life out of their game, is instead of just having player levels, they have item levels. So your item level is, once you get to endgame content, is just as important as your player level. So my time elapsed. It's been about 7.5 minutes. The wait time's supposed to be 7 minutes. So somebody's not doing their job. That guy looks like disgusted. I don't know what's going on with him. Oh, best glamour I've seen all night. Fat chocobo head. Yep, fat chocobo head. So, like I said, there are definitely some pretty creative ones. I actually was in a dungeon and I saw a guy who looked just like the Green Ranger. He had armor on. He had the little, like the shoulder big things that he wore. So somehow he figured that out. Somebody figured it out and he found out about it. That you can make a guy look like Green Ranger. He did it. Alright, my thing just popped up to number 1, so I'll be the next person going in to one of these. And hopefully it's the shorter of the two. If it's not, I'll just try to have fun with the people. Oh, something new for Stormblood is you can swim now. I don't know if there's... Must not be able to dive in this spot. But yeah, before you couldn't do that. Now you can. Yay, it's swimming. They do make a few missions in the in Stormblood where you have to swim underwater and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of cool, but you know, it is what it is. This is my chocobo stranger. You can equip different bardings on your bird too. So I have, I think, Black Mage barding on his feet. And then Warrior of Light barding, I think, and the rest of them. Get out of the way. Nope, barding of light on both of them. And I chose this cool blue color. You can customize them any way you want. You give them names too. Name mine Stranger. But you can have them come with you when you're doing solo stuff too, and it helps. You know, they can tank, they can use healing abilities, and they can do DPS stuff. So whatever you are, they can kind of fill in the other roles. There we go. I was gonna say, don't crap out on me now, DPS bitches. Was nice. Saying hi to the party members. Alright, this is the short. Beat him. So, fairly. Oh, this is perfect. So somebody's new to this, so they haven't done it before, so I'll get an extra 100 poetics, which is nice. Because it is a pain in the arse to get all the stuff. So this mission that we're doing right now is, if I'm remembering right, it is the last mission in Final Fantasy 14 of Realm Reborn. So it's I don't know if you want to call it vanilla rework of the game when it's released. Said, a lot of times. Everybody in here, except the ones that are new to it, has done it a lot of times. So you end up just speedrunning through it all, and you feel kind of bad because even when I got to it, and I started playing this pretty much right away when it was re-released. Side note, because I mentioned I bought the original one and it sucked. Square actually gave out free copies of A Realm Reborn to anybody who bought the original. I apologize. So anyway, when A Realm Reborn came out, I played it, so I was in kind of the founding class or whatever. I didn't speedrun for everything, but I felt like I made pretty good pace. But anyway, by the time even I got to the end of the storyline where we are right now, everybody was just speed running right through it. So it kind of sucks when you're going through it for the first time because... Oh shit, I should have done this. Anyway, because everybody just kind of skips. And you'll see this coming up well into a certain area of the screen will go dark because it's loading a cutscene. Well, if it's your first time playing through this level, and it's the last, you know, one of the last parts in the entire game, or in that expansion anyway, you kind of want to watch. I want to see what happens. I want to see the story as much as possible. Final Fantasy is a really good story. Has something about it. But in general, the story, so you want to watch it. Well, nobody else wants to sit there and wait. So if you're one of the people who watch the cutscenes, you are going to be caught way behind, which again isn't a huge deal. There are shortcuts that'll appear once you get to a certain. See right here is the cutscene. I have it set to block those out. See, it's the other tank. It's viewing the cutscene right now, and this will seal off 15 seconds before the boss fight. That is. Still watching. Caught out? Oh no, he made it. So yeah, I mean, that'll generally happen. You'll watch the cutscene, you'll get stuck outside of the boss fight. So you just have to sit there and wait. Still, you know, it kind of takes away maybe a little bit from the experience of the whole. And then some people will do this. If you're still waiting out there watching a cutscene, you hop on this little transport. And somebody, come on, get up. Somebody will press the thing early. And you'll get stuck up here. You have to wait for it to come back. Do it or what? There we go. So this one isn't too bad. It's a little short, so once it goes down, you have to wait for it to come back up. But there's one later on that feels like it takes freaking forever. So you get caught there. It's not that great. So again, pretty much everybody just knows to doing this, you know, at this point. So it becomes a matter of everybody just running when you need to run and fighting when you need to fight, and just destroying everything as quickly as possible. Again, everybody's pretty much doing this at times. They don't really need to, except for that one person. Yeah, this little symbol here got your level synced. So it means you're a higher level and you're just doing this for the tombstones. So this is the spot where people get left behind, and it's really annoying. So you gotta come over here, you gotta activate this, get it, then you run over here to this lift, and then some people decide to be douches, and they'll activate the lift early so you're freaking stuck. So it looks like we're good. That's kind of a cool thing. Scouting? That's interesting. Whoa. That's cool. Artifact armor he's got on too. The warrior. Take it to him. Something I just clicked on gave me access to strap in some Magitech armor. Again, remember when this came out, tons of fan service, and Magitech armor, along with materia and the gold saucer, made an appearance. And there's a bunch of other stuff too that made appearances, but I just can't remember. I just remembered one. Your character makes a wedge. And there's a Sith, of course, that sits in any here. I'm winning the race. At this point, I stop. Don't stop. Oh no! I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That cost me the lead. high-tech armor. These are boss fights that, in the context of the game, are pretty epic. But in the context of this, where we're just kind of running straight through and just absolutely destroying everybody, not so much. Oh yeah, that's another thing that they brought over. Deliveries. So there's not even healing at all right now. Yes, and actually I just realized I don't even have my fairy out. I don't know where she went. Right over there. No. There, now I have her out. So now I really don't need to do anything. Sleepwalk right through it. It's even making me yawn a little bit. So here's like the big bad boss that this is all leading up to. It is the ultimate weapon. Again, lots of fan service. Lots of AoE in this boss fight, but again, it's so old and pretty much everybody in here is so overpowered. It doesn't matter. We do have to wait a little bit. For reasons that are way too complicated to explain, we have to wait until Idell and the crystal give us the power to there we go. Now we have the light. Yay, now we can see. Like I said, everybody click looked this for. I was trying to figure out where that was. That was a while back. Basically, the whole storyline for Reborn is how these different things, like these beast tribes, are summoning primals, which us are basically like summon magic that we're used to seeing from things like Titan, Ifrit, Shiva, Garuda, Leviathan, all those, you know and love. So these people are summoning them. And it's not good because they're super powerful. They make them all gods, or shapes of gods. So, anyway, your hero goes around basically finals, and meanwhile the super bad Empire, Garlic Empire, they are trying to find ways also to beat them, sort of take them under control. Ultimate weapon is supposed to be that weapon, and I sucks at powers. That's Ifrit, so Ultimate weapon had sucked in Ifrit's essence basically, and was trying to use it. But we just kicked his ass, so it's not there no more. So this one, in terms of target is much more difficult. There's a shit ton of AoE getting out the whole time. We're geared up, over-geared basically is what they call it. But it doesn't almost really matter. You die if you're really not paying attention. It's not really that big of an issue. Unless you get this. I can heal. So then after that boss fight, there's this really weird, I mean there'd be a cutscene here. She's watching. Skip it. Yeah, then you have this weird little boss fight. See, it takes about 20 seconds. And that's it. It takes a minute to die. Say thanks to everybody. Nice. Toss the player commendation to the new guy. Because we're nice. And we'll exit. Because we're done. And let's see. What'd I get? 100? 120? Very nice. So now I'll take a quick break so I can go grab those tombstones that I need. What did I end up with again? Yeah, I got 120 for that. So... Wait, did I really only get 120? Didn't I get bonus stuff? I should end up with more than that. Wow, was it 420 before? Okay, so I did get a little bit of a bonus. So I'm at that now. I don't math very well, so There's that. Go to more Donna. I guess we're around some Magitech. It's kind of cool how Final Fantasy now lets you, well, it has let you since it relaunched itself. You can really customize your character a lot with the glamours and all that you can do on your equipment. You can have a little minion running around. Actually, I'll summon a minion next up so you can see what that's like. And your mounts. You have, you know, mounts that... Tons of different mounts. Chocobos, fat chocobos. The horses. I think that guy just called up. And not only that, but like on your chocobo, you can also choose what to put on the chocobo. So it's pretty insane. I'll go ahead and summon my poor Rogo. This is the little guy that I like to have as my minion. Little frog guy. Hippity hoppity's around after me. So anyway, I think it's you I go to. There we go. So this is what I'm after now. About 4 of them. Let's do it. So I'm gonna get 6 more of those, and then 10 more, or 10 of these, and then I can finally move on to the next part of the quest. It's freaking annoying. And it's all just to get a cool looking weapon. Oh, look at this person's chocobo. It looks like a little swan. Oh, so pretty. Anyway. What do now? See if anybody needs it. A healer. Any of these? Nope. That sucks. Did I do that one? Sorry, this is this. Yeah, let's do this one. These, the expert roulette. These are basically, I think, yeah, one of these 3 dungeons, and they are the level 71, so they are the ones that come like right at the end of the new expansion. So they're the most difficult, or some of the more difficult ones, I guess I should say. This one's not too long. Let's say, well, hi. But you can see, because this is like what our equipment, what our abilities should be. The tank's got over 40,000 hit points right now because he's got such a good item on him. Oh my god. Couple of attacks, EOT attacks, the scholar steps into their base class arcanist. They're kind of like poison attacks. And there's this nice little ability to get spread the poison on all your enemies. I like to start off spreading like that with that ability. The only thing that kind of sticks by is these little spots down here. But it doesn't matter because I have it to spare because I can just call them their stack using my aim. But the only thing is I have to be quick about it because I have to do these. There we go. Get that healing the tank. That's the correct level 70 scholar ability so I can have my fairy basically latch right onto the player pretty consistently. So that gauge down here goes up on bosses up here, and it should look familiar. So I'm gonna wait through the big reveal. And look at him! The guard scorpion, Final Fantasy VII. Except now it's called an action. That can be hard coming from something like what I just did, where it's sleepwalk through it, then you pop into a level 70 gun, which is actually still hard. Even though your item level is still safe, it's much closer to what they expect. I think it's pretty hard. There's a trial. Oh my god. I don't want to give too much away. We'll play it. But the final boss the raven things are ridiculous. Constantly. You really have to do that. Describe it as basically raids of its own, like not each individual. Yeah, and I can say that really sucks. I think I had to go through 3 or 4 different times, 3 or 4 different parties before I finally got one that worked. keep in mind, if you like what you're watching, hit the subscribe button there. We are doing a giveaway when we get to 400 subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you're watching on Twitch, you go to youtube.com/thegeekiverse. So you can check that out and get in that sweet giveaway goodness. We're going to be giving away a box full of stuff like that. It's sweet, so this boss fight has a mechanic that isn't necessarily bad, but I mean, it's interesting, but it's also one of those annoying ones.
I shall have to share his findings. Initiate soul extraction.
Basically, it rips your soul out of your body, and then you have to go back to it, but it's hard. There's all these AoEs, and then you got that weird hand that's always out there.
The soul rebels!
Actually, this is the best I've done it. Oh man, I should have said anything. Oh, he knocked me right in the body. Thanks, buddy.
My word, this data!
Go back to your heels. I got him so back. That's the red part. Ah! bosses. And through.
Yes! Just so!
This is one of those spots where you have to, strike. Holy crap. Oh, you already went to that one. So now we got these swords across the wall. We gotta make sure we get them all killed.
Transcend.
Because he knew what he was doing. And I got my extra stuff. Right? Yeah. Looks like 190. That's not bad. Nope, already got 90. Duties I have to do. Oh, I could do a trial. Anybody need a healer yet? Nope. Alright, so yeah. Do a trial. These can be pretty cool. Or they can really suck. Depending on what you get. But these are like the big boss battles. Like fighting Ifrit or Titan. Or any of those guys. So we'll see how, or see which one this picks. This specific tool that I've been using is called it's called Duty Roulette. So you just pick one of these. I don't know what you want to call them. I guess almost like a genre, I guess. And a genre category. There we go. I'm forgetting my what are those called? Words. Forgetting my words. Pick a category, and it selects randomly from a certain list of duties. Sometimes it tells you here, for example, to get expert duty, it selects from those 3. I don't think leveling has one there. Does scenario have one? No. But anyway, it picks from stuff you've unlocked and just tosses you in a random one, which is kind of cool, but sometimes sucks because you'll get one that you haven't done in forever. For example, a lot of these trials, even some of them now I haven't done in about 2.5 years, because that's about, I took about a 2-year break in between playing and not playing. So it can be a little scary at first, depending on if you get something that's high level. The mechanics are pretty... mechanics are pretty tough, or they can be. So you have to know exactly what to do and exactly when to do it, or else the whole party could wipe. And that's never fun. Now what I hope I do not get is the final boss for Stormblood, because that fight sucks. Really? This is one I'm going to? Yep. Wow, it's super low level. That black goes on 2,000 hit points. Oh, can't beat up. Wow. That was probably the quickest trial I've ever done. Cool. Clear commendation, I guess. Rose Novak gets it by default. That was super quick. I'm just a little surprised at that. So I got some more. Nice, nice, nice. I'm trying to save these up. Pretty sure I know what I'm going to buy with them. I think I'd like to max out my healer as far as item level goes. But just can't bring myself to take that plunge yet. So for right now, just let them keep stacking up. Let's do something a little different now. So you may have guessed, based on looking at these, I told you about the adventure and need. Most of the time it's tank, sometimes it's healer, it's very rarely ever DPS. There was one, it might have been this one earlier that was DPS. So I decided to start leveling a tank. So what they did at some point, the developers of the game, they inserted this dungeon that's specifically for leveling. It's kind of interesting. It's called the Palace of the Dead. I'm not sure when it was introduced. I think it was in the space in between Heaven's Word, which was the first expansion, and Stormblood, the second expansion. It's pretty interesting the way it works. Once this loads up, you'll see there's just a ton of people here. This is where everybody comes to level. And again, there's just a sea of names here to wade through. I'm gonna change my class. Oh, that's something I actually wanted to talk about before. Let me find a little secluded area here. Here we go. Alright. So, we got my guy. His class is a healer, right? So, in some games, you know, like some of the Elder Scrolls games, for example, come to mind. The race you pick affects kind of where you want your character to go for as far as abilities and class and all that stuff. So, for example, if you want to have an archer, you pick a wood elf. If you're thinking of like a destruction magic specialist, you would go with, I think it was a dark elf, or like the ones that are good with destruction magic. So that your race helped to determine what class, and what class you wanted to go with determine what race you would pick. Final Fantasy XIV kind of does away with any kind of racial bonuses, which is nice. And again, I haven't played a ton of MMOs, so I can't say for sure that the other ones are like that too. There's my little Poro Ralgo hippity hoppity around. So anyway, what you do is, if you want to change your class, you can feel free to. You can change it to anything you want, literally. And there's no extra bonuses or anything like that you lose. So I chose to be, oh man, I can't remember what the exact name for the cat people are, but I chose to be this cat dude. I was like, okay, that's cool. And I can pick whatever class I want to be. Or I could be one of the tiny people, the Lalafell, and pick whatever class I want to be. It doesn't matter what you pick. So, all you have to do to change your class is change your weapon. You change your weapon, you change your class. So, I got my armor chest open. So let's say I wanted to equip Flame Tongue here, which is a gladiator's arm. This is going to change me into that class, so I just equip it. Not enough armory chest space. What? Oh, did I get something new? I think I had. Well, I'll just move this to the inventory. I wonder if that'll give me some problems too. Alright, anyway, back to demonstration. Hopefully it works. So I want to be a gladiator. Inventory space still. Alright, earrings. Who's getting killed? You are. Inventory. Now, third time. Switch. There we go. So now my class switched to gladiator, and I've been leveling up the gladiator, so it's a level 38. But I could, let's say I wanted to be a samurai. Here we go. Boom, I'm a samurai now. Let's say I want to be a weaver. There we go, I'm a weaver. So it changes just based on what item you equip. It'd be really annoying if you had to pick every single tiny weapon and then rearrange all your gear and all that stuff. So thankfully they did away with that. So all I have to do is open up my gear set list, and I have all these. So you can basically see that I have set lists already for Scholar, for Summoner, Samurai, Dark Knight, Thaumaturge, Red Mage, Weaver, Botanist, Culinarian, Gladiator, and Paladin. So all I have to do is click it and click Equip Set, and there you go. So for example, this is what my Summoner looks like. It's got all of his best possible gear that I have on me right now already equipped. This is what my samurai looks like. See, that's all I have to do. Just change it that way. So I'm gonna go back to, let's see, my paladin. Equip him. I'm not really a huge fan of the way my dude looks right now. I don't like the weird armor, but it is what it is. So now I can go here, and this helps you level up quickly. So I like this because it's kind of a little bit old school. It's called Palace of the Dead, and it's basically it's like a dungeon that uses an independent leveling system. So while you're in there, you level up differently, but then when you finish one of the sets of floors, you get a bunch of experience points to your actual character, so it helps you level up. General rule of thumb that I've seen so far is each time I completed a level, or not a level, I'm sorry, they go in these floor sets of 10. So once you finish 10 floors and you beat that boss, generally you go up one level, which equates to, if you make good time, like maybe 20 minutes or so. So it's 20 minutes for a level, which, you know, might sound good, might not, but it's actually pretty good. People normally do this up to about level 50, and then they do the duty roulette to level up, because that gives you way more experience points. And the problem is getting there. So I'm going to enter. Unfortunately, I had to start very quick. I had to sort of start over. Because I got a new weapon. And I'll explain that in a second. Oh, wow. Throw me in. So you can see how our weapons are glowing right now. That's because they're not regular weapons. They're what are called XIV weapons. So anyway, I can probably click on this still, right? Yeah. So as you travel, you get these, you know, through the Palace of the Dead here. Sometimes you run into these chests. They're silver, they're super awesome, they're blue and silver, and they increase the level of your Aether Pool arm and your Aether Pool armor. And those just go up and up and up. And the higher they are, the better. This is just a cluster. There we go. Hopefully I get put into one that's not in the middle of being killed this time. Anyway. Once you get to a certain level, you can exchange them for what's called a pedology weapon? Pajali, that's what it is. Pujali, Pajali, whatever. Which is a more powerful version of the weapon. And it's also something you can take outside too. So, for example, I do have... I do have a Pajali blade and a Pajali shield. But unfortunately, I'm not level 60, so I can't use it yet. But once I get to level 51, in here I'll be able to do it. And as you can see, I'm already at, on this save slot, I am on level 61, but my Aether Pool arm, when you upgrade the Pajali weapon, it takes 30 away from me from here. So I had it up to like 40, it took it away, now I'm level 10, so I'm not strong enough to enter where I want to. So I had to restart. Down here, work my way back up, and hopefully get some more upgrades to my Aether Pool arms and armor. Then after that, I'll be good to go. And then I can continue on with my super awesome new weapon. Until then, kind of screwed after the food. Nice and slow. So, right there where my group died, it kicked me right out. So once you fail the instance that you're in, you get immediately kicked out and you have to start over. So you can't just pick up, you know, at the bottom of the floor that you were previously on, which kind of sucks. So if you get to the end boss and you wipe, you all die, that's it. So you just wasted 20 minutes. And the worst part about it is whatever items you collect, whatever Aether Pool increases you get, and whatever levels you gain, they all get reset to where you were when you started. So you don't get to carry anything with you unless you beat the boss first. Which is not fun when that happens. So all these people are basically waiting for that to happen for them. So in the Palace of the Dead also, there's no specific party makeup. In most parties that you'll go to in a duty, you're going to have, if it's a light party, you're going to have 1 tank, you're going to have 1 healer, and 2 DPS. The Palace of the Dead does not do it like that. The Palace of the Dead puts you in a group. So as you can see, I've got 2 tanks, 1 healer, and 1 DPS. It's not horrible. We won't be killing as fast as we would with a regular party, but since we have that healer, that'll be nice. Just die. All the time, like people did in the last instance I was in. Eventually this is where we'll return to go up the floor. Basically you just have to keep killing stuff like that. Go through, and then you can move on to the floor. There are traps all over in here too, so somebody just threw a landmine which put up a nice explosion in my face. Let's see if there are any silver chests over there. I don't know, probably no, we can go better. Then when you open up regular chests, you get these pollinators, which are special items you can only use in the Palace of the Dead, which can help you find treasure, help make it so more treasure appears. They can get stackers, they can get dead. It's always nice to have a good supply. Example, that one I just picked up, I think makes it so that, yes, on the next floor we'll get more treasure. Yes, that blue thing pops up. Then once that turns blue, you're good to leave. You can just ignore the rest of the enemies if you want. Ooh, there's a silver one. So hopefully this will increase my apical arms. Yeah. Usually it's either that, or it explodes, or it's a mimic. Alright, no silver ones. Where'd it go? Yeah. Those silver chests. No, wait, another one? There's gotta be a bomb. It's still gonna be a bomb. It's not a bomb. It's pretty badass. Stepped on a landmine. This way in there. Which turns every enemy that you see basically on your screen into like something really lame, like Toad or like Sprout. And that kills your son. A little bit more time to kill them before they get back into the floors, but I'd rather not get wipes on this one. So, probably seeing how quickly I'm leveling up. Oh no, you bastard. Those levels do not travel with specifically only for each side of the level. level up that fast. They've gone up like 4 levels since I've been in here. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Nice. Generally, as tank, my job is to try to do as much damage as possible, but considering this is Palace of the Dead, we don't really run into that very much. Just a matter of everybody teaming up on one enemy, killing it, moving on to the next, killing it. And that's pretty much it. Wow. That's a lot of moves. Hard curse items available. Oh, well, actually, we have a healer for this one, so that's not gonna be that bad. But when you get the no items allowed part, that can make a fight a lot harder, especially when ambushed. silver chest. I just use a foam miner that basically tells you where everything is. Silver chest. Down there. So I'm gonna blow up. Ooh. Bonus one, grab from an enemy. Paladin, you can certain actions, you can combo them, and get some extra effects, such as increasing immunity, and there's some other effects too. One of them increases your... I think I got this. Come on, everybody. Let's get this blue chest. Where are you moving? Now we're ready to get out of this floor. Really use towards the next floor. Sometimes the call manager will increase the amount of treasure chests you can find on the next floor, which is nice. And you always have to do it at floor 8, because floor 9 is the last regular floor. Next floor, whether it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. is still not available. We need to wait for something new to spawn so we can actually leave. Floor 30 is going to be the boss. Where's my team? They're fighting. Why? Succubus thing. This one here turns you into a succubus for the like 7 minutes or so. It's like a range cast. I've never done it before, but why not? This looks like a one attack, void fire 1. The aggro. Aesthetic effects. Fear 1. Let's just stay as far away as you can. Oh, I ran out. Normally there are certain attacks you just look away from, and the little red eye will show up. This did not happen. I think I saw those. There we go. Should have gotten one. Yep. Service went up a level. Got 181,000 experience points from that. Which is nice. What's my... Let's see what my Aether Pool arm level is. See if I can jump back in to the level 60 stuff, because that's where I want to go. But at the same time, I don't really want to erase all my progress in case I'm not ready yet. Oh, this is actually a nice little view of all the people that hang out here. One of the stupid things that I think is cool about this game is when you have a lot of player characters together, you can kind of hear like the ambient noise. It sounds like a bunch of conversations. It's a tiny little detail that I think is kind of cool. Looks like this guy's wearing a lei. A lei in khaki shorts. Oh, nice. Oh, well, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I just want to say one more time, if you like what you saw here, make sure you hit subscribe on our channel. We are going to be giving away a gift bag full of loot that we got from E3 this year. It's going to be a random giveaway once we hit 400 subscribers, so make sure you go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Geekiverse if you're watching on Twitch. And then just make sure you're following our videos. We've got a lot of good video content coming out. And on Thursday, we will see the wonderful teeny tiny tuna doing some more streaming action as well. And I'll be back next Tuesday. I haven't decided what game to do yet. Maybe I'll toss it open to the public and see what people want to see, and then see if I can deliver on that. So again, thanks for tuning in. This is Andrew from the Geekiverse saying I will see you next time.